Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and this is gonna be a shorty but a goodie. I wanted to show you guys that this is my new Alpine Stars Sector shoes. A great shoe overall. All my Alpine shoes have been great shoes. The only problem with it is that they're all so uncomfortable. They may get comfortable for a little while, but after a while, if you're going to be riding in them or walking around a lot with them, they'll tend to not be comfortable. And if they're not comfortable, you're not going to wear them. So I found a way to make them comfortable, super easy, and yeah. So let's get started. I'll do it with this shoe. I already put it in this shoe, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking out the insole of the shoe, and this will work for any shoe. It could be this shoe, a riding boot. It doesn't matter. So just go ahead, open it up in here, and then you're going to do is you're going to pull the insole out. So just get your hand in there, get a section out, and then pull it out. So go ahead, just get it out. It should put out fairly easy. Most of them are just in there. None of them should have any glue. And if it does, just pull that out as well. But here you go. This is what you're stepping on your brand new Alpine Star shoes. Even if it's this ones or any other ones, you can see how super thin it is right here in the front foot department. In the back end, it looks like it's thick, but it's actually caved in, and you don't get that much more foam. I would say maybe just for the back, it feels a little foamy. I would say it's probably folded in half, and it probably looks like this for the back end, and that's all the foam you're going to get for your feet. So that's definitely not good. You figure you're spending so much money for these type of riding shoes, the least they could do is give you a comfortable padding for the inside, but no, that's I guess how they keep costs for the brand down, but jack it up for us. So again, this is what you're getting. It's very flexible foam, whatever. It doesn't really provide any comfort. Now here is what you want to do. Once you get your shoes, take those out. Get yourself a better insole. This one, I'll have a link for this one in the description down below of this video. And this one says Max Cushion. And yeah, and this is the layers it has. And it feels pretty decent. You know, I'm not going to say it feels super amazing, as I haven't really tried them yet, but I was also looking for the front end, as I want it to be a lot thicker than what is provided for you. And as you could see how much more thicker this one is compared to this piece of paper over here on this side, because as you're walking, obviously your front foot is going like that, and you want to make sure you have overall good cushioning everywhere. Honestly, here's the back end of how this one particularly looks. This part over here on this part is actually plastic, and it's actually pretty hard and stiff. But this part over here is soft. It doesn't really compromise the front part, as I guess this is just there like that to keep everything, uniform or in shape. And yeah, so to install this into the shoe, what you want to do is go ahead and what I find kind of easy to do, let me zoom out the camera a little bit, is to kind of fold this part a little bit to get it into the shoe. Because once you get it in there, then you could just kind of unfold it and press it in. Compared to sometimes getting it in there, this may, kind of fold out or something, but, just find the best way that works out for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold it, and then, widen up the shoe as far as you can, and then kind of and it also helps to actually push it in. If you have it like this, you could actually use it to push the insole in. Compared to having like that, you don't really have any grip to, while you're in the shoe, to actually slide this inside. So that's another reason why I do it this way. Alright, so you guys can see it in the camera. Push that in. Get it as far as you can. And then get your hand, scoop it in there. Use that part there. And then push it. You don't want to push it in all the way, because you want this back end of the insole, towards the back end. Once you have it in like this, hopefully you can see it like that. Now on the inside, you can see that little lip part. Now you want to unfold that front part. And just push your hand all the way in. All right, make sure everything is nice inside. Make sure that back insole part is pushed all the way towards the back. And there you go. That's all you got to do to make your shoes so much more comfortable compared to having this. So I already did it with this side of the shoe, as you could see. Well, hopefully you could see the blue in there. So I have yet to try out the insoles, but I could already tell that they're going to be much more comfortable. Again, you could do this with any shoe. It could be this particular shoe. It could be this particular boot. Heck, it could even be a full-on riding boot. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be Alpine Stars. It could be any brand of boot that, or shoe, or any riding shoe in particular that you have. Just remove the insoles. Replace this with something much more comfortable. Trust me, your feet is going to thank you, and you're going to find your riding shoes so much better to be in as far as, you know, walking around and everything with them. All right, well, I just came back from a ride, and what a difference having a different insole makes. It does make the shoe feel so much more comfortable, especially when you're walking, obviously, on it and everything. So a little bit more break-in on that insole, and I think it'll be really good. But just off the bat, they're already really good. But I do also want to mention that once you do change the insole, I do recommend changing the insole at least either once a year or once every 2 years. The reason is, here's my other boot that I did change the insole, is that, you know, surprisingly, they still feel pretty good. But notice that when you take them out, that they do flatten out over time. You could see this one was actually like this other. Here, let me take out the other one over here, so you guys could see the difference. I know they're different brand names of insoles, but you could see that. Just wanted to let you know that at one point in time, this particular insole was actually as thick as this insole. So you could already see that over time they do flatten out, and that's why I recommend you guys change it for optimal. You know, change it every year. But if you're not able to at the time, you know, at least every once every 2 years. So that way you guys can see the differences on, you know, wear and tear, I would say, or, you know, constantly walking on it. But other than that, the back end still feels really good. The middle still feels really good and stuff like that. But just that front part, you know, kind of wore down a little bit, and, you know, well, actually a lot. And damn fly can't leave me alone here. Just note that when, you know, changing out the insoles. Again, I'll have a link for all of these insoles and a few different other ones down below. Just kind of wanted to share my everything with you guys. Therefore, you guys are comfortable in your gear. All right, guys. You guys take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button. If you hated it, smash the dislike. Let me know down below. If you have any comments, questions, anything, leave that down in the comments section below. Share the video for anyone else who may not know about changing the insoles and think that they're stuck, you know, with this little one. Or heck, they may not even know that this even exists. You know how thin it is in their shoe. So not until you pull them out, you could realize on how thin these are, and you would figure that companies would actually, you know, provide you with a little bit more better support instead of this stuff. All right, that's all I got for you guys. You guys take care. Catch you guys in the next one.